And good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to a Wednesday, April 10th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today, folks? I'm telling you, good show lined up for you this morning. And why do I say that? It's because you're here, I'm here, the sun is shining, and we are in this to win it today. We got a great day, right? That's what we got. We're going to have a great day today. It's your first time here, a long time here. This is what I need out of you. Who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. It is beautiful here. I don't know the temp. It's not super cold. It's sunny. That's all that matters. We got double coffee. I went too strong. We need to talk about this on coffee pods. We'll get to a coffee pod question on that. But I got some rockin' coffee, some sugar, some cream. We're good to go there. And most importantly, what do we need out of you is your 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, as I'm going through our list, we have shirts that need to be pressed. I've got supplies that need to be ordered. I've got labels that need to be printed. I've got bundles that need to be worked on. And I've got some marketing things that need to be worked on. So what is your daily 5? Before we start to get into things, let's check in with people and see how everybody is doing on this fine Wednesday morning. Tim's checking in. Morning. We'll be live on TikTok for most of this. So here I am. All right, Tim. 55 with Pink Monster. And let's see. What do we got here? Tim's got a tint job at 9. TikTok live. Work on WFR hats to order. Run test embroidery files. Set up Facebook post. Tint job at 4:30. He's got a busy day in front of him. Darren, good morning to you, my friend. 49 there in Topeka. Alarm didn't go off, so I was running late. Fun fact. We must be on the same boat. I have an alarm set every day for 5:30 just to make sure I get up. I haven't used it in probably a month or so because I'm just up anyway. Last night, I went to bed. I slept. I think I got up at like 2:30, and then I went back to sleep for a little bit. Got back up at 3:30, and then I didn't wake up till the alarm went off at 5:30. So I slept a little today. I am down with that. Maybe that's why I'm feeling refreshed. Had a good day yesterday, and sometimes it's just you just need to step away from it, and that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to talk about our day and how that's going to roll out and what I mean by that. So let's finish checking in. Barb, good morning to you, North Central Minnesota. 43 headed to 62. Beautiful, partly cloudy and windy. The wind is what I don't like. I can't do anything against the wind. Barb's 5 things: update customer notes, DTF, update fabric swatch book, clean up sewing area, test stitch out embroidery designs. Embroidery I can't speak with it. And hi, Tim and Chuck. Did I miss Chuck? Chuck hasn't even commented yet. Jenny's checking in. Morning from northern Indiana, where it is 47 degrees, but headed to 67. Water in the cup. It is going to be a glorious day. Renee's checking in. Greetings from sunny Chicagoland. 47 on the way to 74. Water in the bottle. Coffee brewing. Hi, Barb, Jenny, Darren, and Tim. And hi, Renee and Jenny from Barb. Sarah's checking in. Good morning, Sarah. 45 high, 67. Coffee in the cup. Hey, Sarah from Renee. Morning, Renee, back from Sarah. Hi, Sarah from Barb. Morning, Barb from Sarah. And George checking in this morning. Good morning to you. What a great day like we have going on today. Now, I took a little step back yesterday afternoon. It was just I needed to kind of get resorted on some things before we started up training last night. What did you think of training last night? I got my list of stuff that we need to do for Corey's site, and that's starting with claiming that Google profile. So we're getting that taken care of here this morning, and then we'll get with Bob to get the rest of it. But I learned a lot from that on the local SEO optimization, and we're signing up with them to get that part of it done because that's what we need to do. We need to build that business. And you're going to follow along the process. So last night, it's kind of step 1. We went over the overview. I knew it sucked, and we found out how bad it sucked. And here's what we're going to do going forward with it. So next month, when we have Bob back in, we'll check in and see, what we had in a month. And it's not a sprint; it's a marathon. So we'll be able to see with this. So you'll be able to grow with us, do with that as well. If it's something that, the big part of it was the audit to see how off we were. If your business would like a free SEO audit, all you need to do is email me with audit in the subject line and all of your business information, your business name, your address, your website, any other information you want to give. But just email that to todd@fatdadcd.com. We'll get it over to Bob, and he will get that for you. So those that took advantage of it last night, thanks for doing so. And we will send those over to Bob, and he will be in contact with you to show you what you got. So that was fun. Now today, This Wednesday, Wednesday's traditionally our kids' early out day. They usually get out at 1:50, 1:30, 1:30. I think they usually get out at 1:30. I don't know. Between 1:30 and 2, they get out on Wednesdays. But one Wednesday a month, they get out at 10:55. So that means this morning is a busy morning. We've got this morning mindset, 8:30 to 9:15. Then we have our mentorship group call, and that's from 9:30 to 10:30. And so I got a jet from that and then head right over to go pick up the kids. So we get that. We're going to try and get a lot of this, and it's going to be tough for me to get some of this accomplished because, hey, we've got these calls going here. But during our call, I'm going to be working on some of this other stuff because this afternoon I kind of want to take some time with the kids. We might probably go to lunch or something. We want to do it. The sun changes everything. When it's nice outside, my spirits just brighten. I feel better. I have a better perspective, a farther outlook on life. And I really need that sun. And so just maybe spend some time out there with it. So, what's your thing? Like, what is something that when you just are able to sit back and enjoy and do that, just kind of takes your mind off of things? My two things are just being in the sun, just, being outside, not having to do anything. I have had some struggles with things, over the past while. We're working through that. One of the things that I learned was that I'm not cooking nearly as much as I used to, especially outdoor stuff. So we had a conversation about that, of things I need to do, put together. I'm going to start working on that this week of getting some stuff cleared out, some new grills set up, and get back into it. Because, man, that was my happy spot, and I need to get back into that. So pretty good with that. Back to coffee. So for those who uses the Keurig pods, if you use the Keurig pods, let me know in the comments that you're a Keurig pod user. But I want to know on something like this, Krista said, hey, what you need to do is just change it to 10 ounce and run it strong twice and you get it. And I think I was getting more coffee flavored water than actual coffee, but how do you do that on something like this? You're using 1 pod, 2 pods. What are you doing? Help me understand that a little so I know what I'm doing, right? Let's check in. What's up, Chuck? There is Chuck checking in for us. And just checking in. Good morning, all. Sunny, yeah, coffee in the cup, sorting paperwork and putting in binders. Not sure this is the best filing, but not sure how to keep and still have it functional. So that's my morning. We actually have a couple things in the mentorship group that we went through on how to set up files, like the hard copies and do it. Like me, I'm a paper shuffler, so I have to move those, and we have a file cabinet that we keep things in for orders that came in and then go out. But we always have the digital copy, so that's where most of it is, because we'll clear that out because sometimes we just don't need that crap anymore. But we'll go through our board, like hanging up there. We've got the four things, the 4 job ticket holder sites that we're putting stuff in. So here's the things that you need to get done. There's in the process. So we went over that a few times. Maybe I have to revisit that subject for you. It just said, sun for me too. Open all the shades and get outside more. Absolutely. And a lot of this, I can grab the laptop and just go sit on the patio and work and do. So I think I'm gonna try and do that. Having the windows open with nice weather, very relaxing, very nice and relaxing. It is. Except for our neighborhood. Like, Barb, you've got property, so you don't have that. Here we got neighbors and traffic and dogs barking, and sometimes it's not relaxing. And they said, used to use them. We moved to the Nespresso. We use 2 to 3 at 8 ounces for a 30-ounce cup and 2 for a 20-ounce cup. So see, like on this, I was changing the pod to 10 ounce, and then I was hitting the strong button and doing that twice. So maybe I just need to, today I did 2 of them. I think I'm a little more there. We'll see. We'll see what we got there for it. Other stuff in the thing, over this past week or so, just trying to really find ourselves, find our business, find what we're doing, because that was going into the second quarter. We said we had the three sections of the business. We had Corey's retail side, our wholesale side, and then we had the mentorship community. And that's what the goal of this month is to come up with a definitive plan for each 3 to help them grow and prosper. And doing that, sometimes, you have to question yourself. Like, I honestly feel if you're not questioning yourself, if what you're doing is right, if you're not scared, but you're probably not pushing yourself hard about. But, you really have to believe in yourself before you expect others to believe in you, right? Hey, Like, if you don't believe what you're doing is good, how do you expect other people to believe what you're doing is good? You kind of have that mindset of what you're doing, matters. What you're doing is great. You are the expert. And when you start remembering that people are coming to you because of your expertise in the field, whether that be design work, whether that be shirt making, gift making, embroidery, anything that's there, they're coming to you because you perform a service and you're good at it. And sometimes we just need to, step back and remember that we are good. We deserve happiness. We deserve to get paid for our work too. There was a conversation yesterday where I tried not to make somebody feel bad. And I told them, like, listen, you're probably going to feel bad from this, but here's my thoughts on the thing. And then, I kind of went through their numbers with them and showed them where you're making less than minimum wage, like a lot less than minimum wage. And that's why you're struggling. And that's why you want to give up. And that's why you don't feel like you're getting anything out of it, because you're working for pennies, which we've talked about plenty of times, is knowing your product, knowing your numbers, pricing for profit. It is not a dirty word. Like I said, I'm not too expensive. You're too cheap. Like, I may have upset some people with that, but at the same time, I think I'm going to put that on a shirt and wear it to DAX next week. Maybe I should do that. I'll just make transfers. And if you want one, let me know in the comments, and you're going to be at DAX, and we will get you a transfer, and we will have that done. Maybe I'll have my friends over at American Print Supply take care of us and have them there, and we can press shirts, and there we go. We'll use their stuff to make it, because hey, they're one of our print partners, which leads me into DAX. DAX is next weekend. Like, we are just a little over a week away from it. I'm going to bring it up because I think I think maybe we can talk about DAX a little, what's going on with it, and who I think you should go see, the people that we deal with on the regular, and it can provide you with some great information on it. Renee says, if I get fiber ready for carrier pickup, woohoo! That we're in a good direction. It's getting picked up. Dad's doctor's appointment, set up school store, order shirts for my screen printer to get done for me, checking orders, artwork for a couple orders. Renee's got a busy day. And Angela said, Ninja coffee pot, closest taste to Perk coffee. Strong. I love it. I'm not the biggest coffee drinker. Like, the coffee, I like it more like more creamy, like more of on the tan side than the dark side. So, I'm not the big coffee snob-ish or whatever you want to call me. Whatever, I'm fine with that. Let me, while I'm bringing nope, I don't. I want the tab that's next to it, so that must be hidden right behind my camera, so I got to pop behind it. There we are. And we're going to share the DAX screen, because, like I said, DAX is next weekend, so before you know it, it is going to be here. So right now, here we go. We're looking at DAX, and we are going DAX Tinley Park. DAX Chicago is next weekend, April 19th and 20th. Right now, registration is only $10 for both days. So you want to click this button to register, because the show starts in 9 days, 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 29 seconds. As we go through this, first up, let's check out seminars and things that they're going to have there. Because DAX does have, I need to get back here to make sure that everything is being seen. Yeah, there it is. And I'm going to do this so you can have a little bigger of it. And as if you have questions, make sure to ask those, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability for you. But DAX has a couple different things going on here, or they have free seminars, and then they have some paid seminars. And so there will be different things that you want to check into. But they have workshops, they have great speakers. And with that, let's get into it. So actually, the show is on, opens up on Thursday. So they have some all-day events on Thursday, depending on what you want to do. Thursday, special effects workshop there with Charlie Tabley. So if that is, what are we doing here on screen printing? So if screen printing is your jam, you'll definitely want to check that out. Katie from Trouble Me Not, she typically has the Friday night late night class, but this time it's going to be Thursday, which means Katie can join us Friday night, which I'm excited about. And on the Thursday class, 8:30 to 12, So that is going to take a deep dive in the variables that make your embroidery the best quality. I'm telling you, Katie is, and you can see cost of classes, $199, because we're not early bird anymore. So $209, $109. Katie is an amazing trainer. She's an amazing friend. I don't do embroidery. I'd love to learn it. I love watching her teach. I love hearing her explain things. She's very knowledgeable at it. And so, if you have a chance to take a class by Katie, make sure to check that out. And then 1 to 4:30, we have Lauren Kilgore, and Is Etsy Right for You? That's $99 or $109 for that. And have you considered Etsy products? This session will discuss the different options for selling handmade or personalized products. Right there. You were in the area. Like if we were up there, that was a class I would go to. Means that we're just going up Friday morning and coming back Saturday. It doesn't make sense for me to drive up for a class, drive back, and then drive there. I'd have to stay the night for it. But if you are there for it, great class to take. And then you can see Friday night, this is where Katie traditionally was. You've got Dane in there, and Dane is going to be talking about secrets of supercharged screen printing artwork. So understand how to properly create and separate artwork for screen printing. It's essential to make product more efficient. I'm not a screen printer, so I cannot speak on this, but I do know Dane, and I know he's an amazing trainer and has provided tons of knowledge throughout the year. So I would think that is definitely one to go to. Now, as we get into our seminars, now we got free ones. So there's free ones on Friday and classes on Friday, and then free ones on Saturday and classes on it. So I'm going to pop back in and just see any questions, comments, concerns over there. And Katina, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. And Renee said, Katie is very passionate about embroidery in a good way. She's a wonderful person too. Absolutely, she is. Linda, good morning to you. Rainy, Texas. Had hail last night. 2 inches of rain. Top 5. Chamber meeting. Order big heads. Put photos online. Edit photos. I love that. Yeah, that's a great day right there. Big heads. I got to put that on my list. Thank you for reminding me about that, Linda, because I knew we talked about it and I meant to write it down and I haven't put it in there yet. So as we go through it, we got classes on here. How to grow your business with Creo white toner printers. So if you're up there Friday morning, 8:30 to 9:50 are all the classes. Joseph's a major person. Make sure to stop by his booth if you are going to why can't I say DAX this morning? Booths that I would want you to stop by. Tell them Todd sent you to say hello. American Print and Supply. That's who we use for our DTF printer and supplies, UV and regular. So they're our go-to guys with that. Sales after the support is where they really shine and what they really focus on and what they really strive for. So yeah, they may be a little more expensive, but I'm telling you the service is the best in the industry for that. Then we got the guys over at Corel Trainer. Make sure to stop by and see Clay and David. If you're in the market for new software, new design software, I'm a Corel kid. I've been a Corel kid for 16 plus years. It's hard for me to switch from it. I love everything that it does. It does everything I needed to do in our business. But if you're not sure on it and the power that it has, they are the leading trainers in Corel Trainer. So in Corel Training, hence Corel Trainer. So stop by, give them a check. Magic Touch, who we're going to talk about, Joseph right here. Some people aren't sure what all you can do with white toner. They just think white toner transfers. That's all it is for it. But there's so many more things that you can do with it. Water slides, temporary tattoos, the transfers for hard substrates. So make sure to stop by and see Joseph over there in the Magic Touch booth. And then we talked Katie over in the Trouble Me Not for embroidery. So those are our go-to friends. Stop by, tell them I sent you, say hello to it. But Joseph's going to be in here talking about how you can gain profit in the market using the white toner printers. Then you got Kelly in from Stalls, who's going to talk about how to print like the pros. So how to make high-quality printed shirts and accessories in matter of seconds. I'm guessing this is all going to be about transfers and using Stalls for that because, heat transfer prints is what it's what they're going with. And then next up, All American Print Supply. I wouldn't support them. Reason being is because I had a class that I was going to put on here and it got bumped for these bums. And the reason I got bumped is because, they were a title sponsor for it. They wanted to put on a class for it. And of course, they're going to talk about, how great their thing is. And their stuff is not great. Their support is horrible. And I'm not going to tell people to go see them at all. In fact, if I went up there to take the class, I would call them out on a lot of stuff. That's just me being petty. I mean, it is. And then we have, as far as paid classes, Perfect Hats. So we have Bill Garvin in here, and he's going to talk embroidery hats. Once again, I'm not a hat or not an embroidery person. But if you are, I would say this is a good class. Aaron, good friend of the program here, is going to be having a class on fundamentals of pricing your printing. Depending on which way he goes with this, a lot of the stuff is things that we talk about inside of our mentorship group. Why? It's programs that we created together. So if it's something that you're interested in doing, make sure to go give him a check out for that. And then Friday afternoon, there's classes, embroidery pricing from machine to sew out. Once again, embroidery I know nothing about. So if I was in the beginning stages of embroidery and I wanted to learn more, that's what I would go check out, because hey, if you're going to help me with pricing from everything a part of it, I'm good to go. Screen printing, we have Charlie back in there, and this is the fundamentals of screen printing. This is where if you're just getting started with it, I would guarantee Charlie teaching the class, $40, you are going to get your money's worth out of that class plus more. Then we got back here Katie in the afternoon, and it's going to be embroider like a pro on fluff and stuff. So, so see, I don't know embroidery, but that might be even a class I would pay to go see, because, hey, like just learning. So there's that one. And then Aaron's back with the fundamentals of small business growth. If you didn't know, Aaron wrote a book last year. And so this will be some of the teachings from that, the fundamentals on small business growth. And that's on Friday afternoon. Then we're back Saturday morning with some free classes. So we'll be there. Like I said, we're giving up Friday morning. We're staying Friday night. We're leaving Saturday. Saturday morning, Friday night, we will do the after hours party. And we'll talk more about what that all means with Dax here in a few. But easiest way to print apparel. So that's going to with Kelly from Stalls. So that, or Transfer Express. So, that's all going to be heat applied transfers. We got David from Corel Trainer, and he's going to be showing you, Corel Trainer in action. So that's a free one. And then hot trends and styles and decorated apparel from Sanmar. That might be going with Russ Corey. I think we might, depending on the night, is if we will get up and make it to that one. Then on Saturday for your paid classes, you've got Vintage Values in Machine Embroidery. Vintage Looks Are In, and that's by Eric Campbell. And if you are in the embroidery world, Eric Campbell provides more than enough training, more than enough take-homes, more than enough slides, he triples, quadruples the value that you pay for something. So that's going to be a great class to check out. You've got Gavin St. George's in there talking about business systems to modernize your print shop. So if that's something you're looking at doing from juggling production, sales, marketing, it can all be overwhelming. So he's got a system in place to help with that. Can't go wrong with that. Eric's back with an afternoon class on digitizing detail. Once again, I don't know anything about embroidery. I send that stuff out. But if you do, then here you go, digitizing the detail. Eric's going to bring it. And then Dane's closing it out as well with the perfect design duo, Midjourney and Photoshop. So we know that AI is here. We know that it is, it's definitely not going anywhere, and it's only getting, more intuitive each day. So if this is something that you do, Midjourney and Photoshop from 12:30 to 1:50, I don't think that would be a bad one at all. So far, any class stick out to you? Any class that you want to know? What you want to do, or anything you're seeing there? Melly says, I'm signed up for several. Want to switch 2 classes to something else. Looking forward to the digitizing classes on Saturday. Awesome, Melanie. So you're going to be there. You're going to join us Friday night. We're going to talk about that. Yes, go to Magic Touch booth and ask Joseph if it stretches. That's always good when he's getting ready there to say, ask him if he stretches. Ask him if the garment stretches. Good morning to you, Jerry. All right, so back into deck. So we went through everything that's here. Now let's see the show floor, right? Because it's starting to actually fill up on the one side. I'm really surprised. Not really surprised. I'm really glad that it's starting to, because it looks like we're filling up pretty good. Now, at one time, there was 2 halves of this, and there's a stage in the center. So little by little, we're getting back to it. Like I said, as far as vendors, All American, don't go see them. American Print and Supply, go see them. Apex Transfers, never had an issue with them. Anything that doesn't have a black, I can't even click on it to know what it is. A&W Specialty Papers, so if that's in the transfer game, I believe they have DTF film as well now too. That's a good one. This Citadel brand, that's a garment decorator. Beacon Funding, if you're looking to purchase new equipment. Beacon Funding and Geneva is here, so you can go there, get pre-approved, and then go pick out yourself some equipment. Brown is for screen printing. Colorcraft Vinyl says it all, but they're really going to be pushing their STSD TF printer and their Roland DTF printer at the Colorcraft Vinyl. Corel Trainer, like I said, go in and see David and Clay over there. Deco Network, if you need a net system, Deco Network is a good one to check out. I do not pronounce this, but it is a garment company from China that will be there. Earl Mitch Company, they are focusing on DTF printing this year. Epilogue, you can't go wrong with an Epilogue laser. They might be cashy, but you cannot go wrong with an Epilogue laser. Franmar, if you need your supplies to clean your screens, definitely check out the guys from Franmar. They're always, they're a great business. They are a good time to talk to, and they really want to be there for you. Like I said, Geneva Capital is another one that is another finance company, so they're able to help you out with that. We all know Gildan, that's an apparel decorator. G&M Graphics, what is G&M Graphics going to do? They are what G&M. I'm going to see if I can click on it because I don't think it'll pull up on your guys' screen. I'm going to double check and see. Nope, it won't pull up on your screen, but it looks like high quality manufactured screen printing screens and supplies. So that's what they're going to do there for you, screen printing and supplies. GSG, equipment manufacturer or equipment supplier and supply supplier. So you'll check them out. I think if Terry's going to be there, he'll be in that booth. Heat Transfer Solutions, another one for your vinyl, but and I think they're going to do some DTF stuff too. Hirsch Equipment Supplies, Howard Transfers, if you need the screen printed transfers, IT Supplies. IT Supplies has a lot of stuff, so you'll want to check them out. JJ Motif. What is JJ Motif? What are they doing? Well-known established wholesale corporation in Tennessee with more than 20 years in graphic design and embroidery industry. Top-of-the-line quality rhinestones and sequin embroidery transfers. That's what it was. The rhinestone transfers. So Sarah, I know we had talked about spangles. I wonder if they have those too. That might be something to check out when we get in there, Sarah, if they're able to offer that as well. I don't know why there's a gutter company here, but there's a gutter company there. Liberty Bags, of course, Ninja Transfers, we know them. New Coat is selling DTF, so they'll be there. One Stop, another supplier. Parajone? What is Parajone? Has been in the industry label for several years. After many years of apparel designing and decorating, they have supplier focused on DTF sublimation and heat transfers. So imagine that, more DTF. Patch Party Club. That's all about patches, right? Patches and enamel pins, if I remember right, is what their jam is. PMM Supply. I think there's all screen printing stuff is what they are. Redeemware, not sure who that is. I can't even click on and see. SNS, we know that. S&K Print. S&K Print, we were just talking about them last week in our mentorship call and some things that you want to do with them. So we're definitely going to stop by and check them out. S&K Print, Sanmar, of course, SPSI Inc. is going to be there, and screen printing, embroidery, digital equipment and supplies. So that's what their main shtick is. Then we got Stalls. We all know who Stalls is. Star Quoter. This is something new that I think this is the first time I've seen them there. They have a quote system that is going to be there, an all-in-one mobile and desktop solution, if I remember. So it's for quotes and doing things like that. So it might be worth checking out if you don't have a system in place. We have Stitch It International, which we know Stitch It International. They've got apparel decorating equipment, supplies. They've got it all there. You might be wondering, T-Mobile, why are they there? Man, if for a business wise, we are going to check it out to see what kind of deal that they will offer for business internet, because we are at the end of our contract of our current internet, and we think that's why we're having issues, because hey, they can buffer that down because we're not in a contract with them. We're waiting on another one to show up, but it's still not available. And so when we're there, we're gonna check out to see what they have to offer. Then the Magic Touch, stop by and see Joseph, ask him, does it stretch? TKO Sales, another transfer company, Transfer Express, transfer company, Trouble Me Not. That is going to be Katie over there with Trouble Me Not and Embroidery. Universal Lettering Company, not sure who that is. Versatrans. Versatrans is going to be another one on heat transfers. That's what their thing is. So you'll be able to check them out. Water-based ink says it all. Web Store Simple, if you're looking at web stores, if you're looking at something to set up for team stores, they're an option as well. Wensco Supply, now this is our local sign supply company. While they don't always have everything we need, they have a great supply of it, and they're close, and they'll deliver to me as long as it's over $100. They'll deliver the next day for $3, and I'm down with that. You've got Wolfmark. which Wolfmark is, what are they? I think they're like accessories. I think that sounds right. Like scarves and blankets and things like that. And then we've got Express Screen, which Express Screen is the green cleaning chemicals. So that's Dax, in a nutshell. That does start next week, April 19th through the 20th. Friday night, there is a dinner after the show, and that is provided free of you. There's also going to be some adult beverages provided by our friends over at the Magic Touch. So make sure to stick around for that. And then afterwards, get cleaned up, refreshed, and then meet down in the lobby bar, because I'm sure we will be down there having a great old time, because that's what we do. So Dax, I will post a link here. So if you have not registered, you can go there to register, because you still have time to register. Just now, you got to pay for it. $10 for both days. I really don't think it's bad at all. Oh, Ty, look at that. Jerry says that, look, okay, here we go. See? Renee says she uses Wolfmark for golf club employee shirts. Love it. And Jerry says that Wolfmark also has incredible ties. So see? This is where we get you guys from. You guys are all helping us and putting the thing out there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love when you're able to help us out like that. Other things that we have going on. That's it. That's what we've got going on. Next week, there won't be a live next Friday. There won't be a mentorship call next Friday, but we have our mentorship call today at 9:30. As long as you sign up in the next 15 minutes. And the good thing is, hey, it goes from your date to the next date, so you didn't miss out, and you have it next there for the next thing. So you can head over to fatdadcd.com, sign up for that. $20 a month. You're getting your $20 worth. And if you're not, you're going to tell me why, so I can fix it to make sure you're getting your $20 worth. Next Tuesday with Todd, swag.space. We're going to bring the guys in from there, and we're going to learn how to sell promotional products the easy way. So I'm pretty super excited about that, bringing them in there so that way they can help us understand what the process is, how to do it, and what we can do to make things better that way. Because promo, if you're not a regular, why is that mouse not doing that? If you're not a regular scheduled printer, or promotional item seller, it's difficult. It's difficult to navigate around. You're not sure where to get things from. You're not sure how to price things. You're not sure how production of that works. This is going to free up all of that for you. So make sure to go to the events tab and set the reminder for it. Well, you're going to start seeing stuff go out for that today. So that way we can get you in there for the invite for it next week, so that way you can get it. But the best thing to do is you just go right up there and you hit subscribe and you turn on the notifications. And when we go live next week, you will be notified, because that's Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Otherwise, in here, Rena's here. Rena says she uses Wolfmark for scarves. And Jerry said, good to know for that. So I think we got a lot in today. A good day all the way around. We've got some other projects that we need to get done, but there is some things that I need to try and get done before our mentorship call here in just 25 minutes. So like I said, if people sign up for it, you'll be in that call today. Otherwise, you sign up after that, you'll be in the call on Friday. So until next time, everybody, you have an amazing day. Like I said, we'll be back here Friday. I had to think, what day is today? We'll be back here Friday with another Morning Mindset, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching the replay, make sure Team Replay. And like I said, go find all of our links. Whether you need us to print something for you, you need help with something, you need anything, head right over here, fatdadcd.com. You will find everything over there. Until next time, you guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you then.